Attention fans, urgent change in Broncos. Just leaked, you probably think the Denver Broncos are cruising at 4-2. But wait, did you catch that sneaky roster tweak that's about to supercharge our already killer defense? I'm talking about Dre Greenlaw firing back into practice like a mile-high missile, shaking off that quad injury and opening his 21-day window to return. This ain't just news. It's the spark that could turn our Denver Broncos defense from beast mode to straight-up legendary. And today I'm diving deep into why this flips the script on our 2025 season, breaking down the highs from that gritty Jets win in London, the sneaky worries lurking on offense, and how we're stacking up for a playoff push no one's seeing coming. Hey, Broncos country. I'm your diehard fan from the streets of Denver, the guy who's bled orange since the Elway days, tailgating at Empower Field with a Coors in hand and yelling till my voice cracks. I've crunched every Denver Broncos highlight, pored over stats like a madman, and chatted with insiders to bring you the real talk. No fluff, just straight fire on Denver Broncos news and analysis. Stick around, because what I'm about to drop on Dre's return and our offensive line shuffle will blow your mind. And pay attention, because the third bombshell in this breakdown, it's going to flip everything you thought about our Denver Broncos quarterback Bo Nix and his rookie vibes. You won't believe how this ties into our shot at the Denver Broncos Super Bowl dreams. All right, let's kick this off like a punt return for 6, straight into the action. Broncos country, we've been through the ringer these past few years, right? Remember those gut punch losses where the Denver Broncos offense looked like it was running in quicksand and our defense was holding on by a thread? Man, the frustration was real, especially after that Super Bowl 50 high faded into rebuild mode. But flash forward to this 2025 season, and holy cow, things are heating up faster than a summer scorcher at Red Rocks. We just came off that nail-biter in London against the Jets, scraping out a 13-11 win that felt more like a street fight than a football game. Our Denver Broncos defense? Absolute monsters. They sacked Justin Fields 9 times. 9? That's the kind of pressure that makes quarterbacks see ghosts. Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper were out there like a tag-team wrecking crew, leading the league in QB hits and sacks. Bonito's got that Von Miller swagger, dancing after plays but hitting like a freight train. And Cooper? Fastest get-off in the NFL at 0.72 seconds, faster than you can say mile-high magic. These guys are why our Denver Broncos statistics are screaming elite, top-ranked defense, holding teams to no touchdowns in 3 games this year. Yeah, the Jets scored 11, but come on. One was a safety, another off a fumble return setup, and the rest? Field goals after we stonewalled them. But let's not sugarcoat it. The Denver Broncos offense had us yelling at our TVs. Bo Nix, our rookie QB phenom, shrugged off a sack like it was nothing, but the whole unit sputtered. That left guard spot? A revolving door of pain. Matt Pert tore his MCL early and gutted it out like a warrior. Props to him for playing on one knee, basically. Reminds me of Alex Singleton last year, just Broncos tough. But it exposed our Denver Broncos offensive line depth chart issues, with penalties and missed blocks killing drives. Still, we grinded out the W thanks to that defense turning the Jets into pretzels. Now, zooming out on the Denver Broncos 2025 season so far, we're 4-2, tied for the hottest streak in the league with 3 straight wins. Beat the Titans at home in Week 1, edged the Colts on the road, smoked the Cardinals, then that Eagles thriller before the London dub. Our Denver Broncos results? Solid, but with room to roar louder. Bo Nix's debut vibes are electric. He's got 3 TDs already, mixing pocket poise with scrambler smarts. Courtland Sutton's extension talk is buzzing. Guy's a beast, hauling in contested catches like it's nothing. And don't sleep on our Denver Broncos rookies. That draft class impact is real, with guys like R.J. Harvey in the backfield adding juice after Devontae bolted to Dallas. For you older fans in Broncos Nation, those 64-plus legends, who've seen it all from the Orange Crush days, this squad's got that throwback grit. Remember the no-fly zone shutting down everything in sight? Our current Denver Broncos defense analysis screams similar vibes. No touchdowns allowed in chunks of games, forcing turnovers, and that intensity where dudes are hyping each other up like family. It's nostalgic, man. Takes me back to tailgates with my pops, dreaming of another ring. But here's the teaser. With all this momentum, what's lurking that could derail us? Hold tight. We're diving into the worries next. This early run's got me hyped, but it's just the start. We've got the Denver Broncos schedule staring us down. Giants this Sunday, then Chargers. Chiefs rivalry heating up. Our Denver Broncos highlights, Real 2025, is already stacked with Benito sacks and Nix's scrambles. But to keep the fire burning, we got to address those pains head on. On the flip side, Broncos country. Let's get real about the aches that keep us up at night. We've all felt that knot in our stomachs from past seasons, those Denver Broncos playoff chances slipping away because of one too many what-ifs. Right now, even at 4-2, there's that nagging insecurity. Is this for real? Or are we one injury away from a slide? The frustration hits hard when you see a dominant defense carrying the load while the offense plays catch-up. It's like having a Ferrari engine in a beat-up truck. Powerful, but not always smooth. Take that Jets game. It exposed our Denver Broncos injury report updates like a spotlight. Left guard was a mess after Pert's MCL tear. He played through it, but it tanked our run game and left Nick scrambling more than scripting. Ben Powers is out with a biceps issue on IR, and we're down to our fourth option there. Sean Payton says he's comfy with the fix. Maybe Calvin Throckmorton slides in, or that new cat Carson Barnhart from the practice squad. But come on, our Denver Broncos offensive playbook secrets rely on protection, and without it, Bo's taking hits that could spark a Denver Broncos quarterback controversy if things sour. And the defense? Elite but not invincible. Jonathan Cooper's nursing a quad tweak, limited in practice, and Jonah Ellis sat out with a shoulder. Our Denver Broncos top wide receivers 2025 like Sutton and Mims are balling, but drops and route slips in key moments. That's the kind of stuff that turns wins into regrets. Fan reactions after the Jets game were mixed, ecstatic about the D, but grumbling over offensive stalls. It's that classic Denver worry. Can we sustain this against tougher foes like the Chiefs in our Denver Broncos rivalry history? Humor me here. It's like dating someone perfect but with baggage. Our Denver Broncos advanced stats breakdown shows we're tops in sacks and QB pressure, but bottom third in rushing yards. That imbalance screams potential burnout for the D if the offense doesn't step up. Rumors swirl about Denver Broncos free agency rumors or trades. Maybe snag a vet guard or TE like Mark Andrews has floated. But Payton's keeping cards close, focusing on internal fixes. For the vets in the crowd, this echoes the post-Manning dips, high hopes crashing on execution flaws. We've got Denver Broncos viral moments 2025, like that scoop and score drill with Greenlaw looking jacked. But the pain points, depth and consistency. Insiders from ESPN are whispering our Denver Broncos Week 7 game predictions hinge on health, win big versus Giants, or limp if injuries bite. Midway through this deep dive, Broncos fans, if you're digging this raw take on our Denver Broncos behind-the-scenes locker room vibes and how we're clawing back to glory, hit that subscribe button now. It's free and you'll get every scoop on our push. Quick question, what's your boldest prediction for Bo Nix's stat line against the Giants? Drop it in the comments, let's debate. But wait, here's where it gets tricky. What if Dre Greenlaw's return isn't the cure-all? Imagine if that quad flares up mid-game. Could it tank our momentum? Or flip it, what shocking twist could make this defense untouchable? Stay locked, because the solutions are coming, and they're game changers. Now here's the thing. Broncos Nation, we've aired the dirty laundry. But let's talk solutions, because this ain't a pity party. It's a blueprint to dominate. Those frustrations? We're flipping them into fuel. Start with the offense. Sean Payton's no dummy. He's tweaking that up-tempo no-huddle we flashed against the Jets. It worked when nothing else did, speeding up decisions and tiring out defenses. For our Denver Broncos offense, that's the key. More tempo means better protection for Bo Nix, letting him sling those lasers we saw in his Denver Broncos rookie QB performance 2025. Pair that with J.K. Dobbins grinding yards, guys our first 100-yarder in ages, and suddenly our run game's a threat again. On the left guard drama, Payton's got options cooking. Throckmorton's versatile, Barnhart's fresh legs from Michigan could surprise. And don't forget Nick Gargiulo as backup depth. It's cause and effect. Fix the line, and our Denver Broncos' best touchdown plays explode. Sutton's extension? Lock him in for chemistry with Nick's. Imagine those deep balls in mile-thin air. The latest news on the Denver Broncos' contract renewals indicates that this will happen soon, stabilizing the passing game. Defense-wise, Dre Greenlaw's return is the ultimate booster shot. This dude's a top 5 linebacker when healthy, Pro Bowl vibes, chain-snatching intensity like Aqib Talib back in the day. He guards tight ends like glue, sets that alpha tone our unit craves. With him, Bonito, Cooper, and Zach Allen, who's retweeting wins like a hype man, we're talking Denver Broncos defense strategy 2025 on steroids. No more worries about depth. This group's playing for each other, retweeting accolades and flexing emojis. Jonathan Cooper's words, "Best D by a country mile. Greenlaw takes us next level." Pair that with Pat Certain locking down receivers and our Denver Broncos' top draft prospects from last year. They're blending in seamless. Nostalgia alert for the silver-haired crew. This weekend's honoring Demarius Thomas with 88 everywhere. And the no-fly zone reunion. It's emotional rocket fuel. Our guys want to ball out in front of legends like Talib, showing we've got that same shutdown sauce. Cortland Sutton mentioned it, fires them up, especially against a Giants team that's won 2 wild ones, but faces our buzzsaw at home. Looking ahead, our Denver Broncos playoff chances 2025. Skyrocketing if we stay healthy. Predictions, we smash the Giants 24-10. Nix throws for 250+. D gets 4 sacks. Trade predictions? Maybe snag depth, but Peyton's building from within. Fan merchandise trends? Orange jerseys flying off shelves with Greenlaw's name. Insiders say our Denver Broncos coaching staff news is all positive. Peyton's got that winner's edge, mixing old-school grit with new tricks. Rivalries? Chiefs and Raiders better watch. Our history's loaded with comebacks. Social media trends? Denver Broncos Instagram reels of sack dances going viral. Broncos country, if this breakdown lit a fire under you, detailing our climb from pains to peaks, smash subscribe. Drop a comment on your fave Denver Broncos player. Interviews, exclusive moment, and share this with a fellow fan. What's your take? Does Greenlaw's return seal our AFC West crown? Let's hear it. Wrapping this up, folks. We've dissected the ride, the rough spots, and the fixes. Clear your calendars for January. We're playing deep ball. Go Broncos.